It's Ehizoje, everyone's favorite Nigerian.
This that real life shit, nigga.
Let's go into the next one. I did not do this on the last episode for those who have been keeping up. I was supposed to do this on every episode, but our president almost died.
Oh, man.
So,
what we thought.
So I literally had nothing to talk about because this nigga was MIA.
Can I crack it open, though? Like, just a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think he's dead. I'm so serious. I'm so serious.
That could have been a hot. That could have been your hot take.
I'm so serious.
That should be your hot take.
I'm so serious.
Okay.
And I'll save it if you want.
Yeah.
I think you should say that.
I'm so serious too with what I'm about to say.
Oh, sorry. Do you have a Trump did that, or are we talking about?
I have two Trump did that.
Okay, let's see.
Is one of them him dying?
No, one of them is what I say inside the group chat. And then the other one was I'm just.
I'll wait till we get there.
I didn't have time to read what you said in the group chat. I was getting ready. I was in the shower.
I'm just gonna play this first one.
Okay. Because I have things to say, man.
Is a hoax. It's a terrible, unspeakable. He's not saying that what Epstein did is a hoax. It's a terrible, unspeakable evil. He believes that himself. When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant to try to take this stuff down. The president knows and has great sympathy for the women who have suffered these unspeakable harms. It's detestable to him. He and I have spoken about this as recently as 24 hours ago.
So that was
hella fast. What the fuck were they saying?
That was Representative Mike Johnson.
Pour up a shot.
Oh no, that's the shit they've been talking about on Twitter.
Yeah. So
that's funny.
He essentially came out and he said that Trump was actually an FBI informant for Jeffrey Epstein.
See, so the way my algorithm is set up, I'm in like black nerdy Twitter, I'll say.
Yeah.
And what they were saying is like the joke that I kept seeing being made is like, no, Darth Vader wasn't actually the Sith. He was an FBI informant for the Sith.
Bro.
Because that's really what it sounds like. It's like this nigga, I'm gonna keep it a bean. I believe every conspiracy theory has like 50% truth to it. There's like some shit that gets messed up in translation. But them saying that nigga was an informant against Epstein is like, all right, dude.
He probably eventually became an informant.
No, that nigga was never an informant, bro.
No, like once they were all like, hey, yo, we got all this information stacked against you. You could either like stay on that side or you could like flip and be with us. I think that's how he became an informant.
I think he's an informant in the same sense that if you, me, and James commit a crime and they arrest James first and they go, James, you can go to jail for the rest of your life, or you can go to jail for like a year and have like the rest of your life on probation, and then James starts singing. That's the type of informant Trump is. It's like you're not an informant. You're just a nigga that got caught and doesn't want to go to jail.
Well, we saying the same thing. You just a little bit more articulate than me.
Yes.
Yeah. Damn. If that's true.
No, bro.
I read it. I read that early and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And I heard it and I just was not like listening.
Yeah.
So I do have an opinion on this. If that's true, bro, I hope that's true because it makes so much sense. Why Trump has been Euro-stepping effectively around this whole Epstein debacle.
Because that's why he's all over the documents. It's all like, yo.
Bro, I'm not trying to like, because I'm a black man in America. I obviously probably don't fuck with Trump. My beef with them trying to say he's an informant is if it came out that one of my homies was on half of the shit Epstein was on, I could not fuck with him in the same capacity that I was before. So for Trump to be like, no, I knew he was a bad person. I was just helping the government crack him. It's like, no, you weren't, bro. You was in there having a good time and you didn't want to go to jail.
Could have been both.
Maybe, but it's like 70, what I'm saying, 30 what you're saying.
If I'm Trump, I get the snort coat, fuck hoes, and then I just got to wear this wire and just report to them. So I get both.
Well, it's not just fucking hoes. You fucking underage.
Yeah, it's raping kids.
It's statutory.
I don't want to say like words that can get us slashed on the internet.
You know I don't care about that. As long as it's nothing.
Okay.
As long as it's nothing violent.
Again, I preface it by saying if I'm Trump.
Yeah.
Like I'm not. If I'm Trump, I'm not thinking I'm raping. I'm committing a crime. If I'm Trump, me fucking a 13-year-old is me fucking hoes. But this is Trump's brain.
But that's
brain.
That's what I'm getting at though. Is I feel like these niggas. Like I feel like if you took 90% of famous, rich, powerful men, they've done something in their history that was off the walls. Something. I'm not saying everything.
This is different than off the walls, though.
I think mad niggas be into what they was into.
Well, that makes me ask myself. Okay, Trump is obviously not the only informant who was hanging around him. Who else was wearing a wire up in that bitch?
Well, the reason that question would look tricky is because none of the rest of them went on to be president of the United States.
Yeah, well, we don't know.
Because that's the only reason I think Trump is getting the pushback he's getting is because
he's president.
He's president. If
he
he
wouldn't
was
give a fuck if he wasn't.
Yeah, no one would
Trump.
care. No one would care. No one would care. Yeah.
I think they would care a little bit.
They would care, but it's like
to a certain extent.
Like, okay, let's put it this way. Imagine if Jimmy Kimmel was on the Epstein shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think we'd care the same way we care if Trump is on the shits.
Maybe not to the same extent, but yeah, you would still care. Like, it would make headlines for a while. It would ruin his career, and for the rest of his life, people are gonna make jokes about, "Hey, Jimmy Kimmel was quote unquote." This is allegedly, and we don't know who is or isn't on the Epstein list because he still hasn't released the files.
He never will.
But yeah, I could see in that hypothetical where Donald Trump would be cared more about.
I don't think we'll care for the rest of like. So it's tricky with Trump because Trump's probably gonna die within like the next like let's say you're a Trump supporter, you love him to death. Trump still probably has at max like 15, 20 years left, max.
Well, if you're Michael Hill,
shit,
I think he's gone. I think
he has 5 at the very max.
What I'm getting at is like he will probably be remembered for the rest of his life because the rest of his life is not that long. If he was like a 50-year-old man where he could live like, you know, for like 50 plus years more,
yeah,
I think we'd forget about it because the thing that America taught me, and I'll stand on this hill, I'll die on this hill. The thing that America taught me with R. Kelly.
You need to make a podcast or like a brand or just. I stand on this hill. You need to brand that hill last name, yeah.
But instead of the capital being O, it's an A because you about the money.
That'd be kind of fire. But I think in general, with certain like R. Kelly taught me this, Kanye taught me this, like certain artists, if you put out slaps, if you're an NFL player and you throw for enough touchdowns, if you're a rapper and you sell enough singles, whatever the case may be, like whatever your thing is, if you're good enough at it, America will be very mad at you for like 3 months max, and then after that we're kind of like
I think we draw a line at pedophilia, and I think Drake was like the perfect like litmus test for that because just the allegations of it, even though they ended up not, for what we know is not true, just the allegations of it has changed his whole career.
I'm gonna keep it a bean because specifically with that and the little interviews he's been doing, if Drake was only accused of liking underage women, I don't think anybody would have an issue with it. I think we'd be mad. Here's what I think. I think we'd be mad for like the appropriate amount of time. But I think like, so he's dropping the Iceman album, right?
Yeah.
I agree with that because Michael Jackson has the same allegations.
If the Iceman album comes out and it's better than Take Care, niggas will forget about all the beef. Because the thing that America has shown me, at least, me, Michael Hill, is that if you produce whatever, like if whatever your thing is, if you do it well enough, we'll put you in timeout for a little bit if you do some wild shit. But we want the next album. We want the next Super Bowl. We want the next whatever.
I can't even argue against it because literally last episode I was arguing with 3 people who still listen to R. Kelly.
But that's America has said if you're good at your shit, we don't really care what you do on the sidelines. Just keep it cool. Keep it private. But we don't really care too much.
I want to talk about the Iceman shit too. But we don't have much. We can only have so many topics.
I mean, we could talk about it at the end.
All I'm saying is
I'm gonna just write a list of shit.
All I'm saying is like, let's say Patrick Mahomes.
Put that under your Snapchat story.
Let's say Patrick Mahomes came out and was like, "Yeah, I be messing with underage women." I think a lot of niggas would let it slide if he threw for 50 touchdowns and 2 picks.
I think it's a little different when you're like in a professional setting where like the commissioner has like overarching power.
Niggas would sit you down, but they wouldn't kick him out the league.
He for sure would get kicked out the league.
Oh, I really don't think so, bro.
The same way that Ray Rice got kicked out the league.
Ray Rice got kicked out because
the video
but think about it. Ray Rice was an old running back.
He was still nice.
He was in his prime, bro.
He was still nice.
No, look, I'm not.
That was when I was an NFL addict.
I'm a Steelers fan. I know how nice Ray Rice was, but what I'm saying is, if Ray Rice had done that when he was 22, and he had just ran for 2,000 yards and 20 touchdowns, they'd have been like, "Hey, Ray Rice, you're gonna have to sit down for 6 months. You're gonna miss this season, but you'll be back next year."
The reason why I disagree with that is because Kareem Hunt went through something similar where he didn't actually like. There was allegations, right, and then the video comes out, and it turns out that all he really did was like kick the girl to the side, but he still was out the league for multiple.
I don't like the way you worded that. All he did was kick. I didn't see the video.
You gotta watch the video.
I didn't see the video.
But EJ, let me hit you with this.
Hold on, let me just talk about the Kareem Hunt situation. Not to like drudge it back up. I'm sure he wants it behind him. But
no facts.
But apparently, like allegedly, he was drunk in the hallway. He was trying to fight this other guy. This girl tries to stop him, and she goes for his legs, and he kind of just.
He hit her with a little 300.
Instinct took over, and he just kind of like,
but
a little backup.
But it's an NFL player, so it's a little. I'll put the video here. Viewer discretion advised. And trigger warning. I'll put the video here so you guys can see it. So I'm not like, just fucking up his name. But
the my thing is, and I don't know which side of the hill I land on yet. But niggas be doing crazy, nut, wild,
What are you laughing at?
offlandish shit.
The hill bar. I need to be his marketing manager, bro.
All I'm saying is niggas do crazy shit.
if you decided to be a rapper, bro, you would have so many flips that you could just get off, bro.
If I was a rapper, I'd stay away from it because I know that anytime I got into a diss battle, everything is finna be hill bars.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so I gotta stay away from it so I get in front of it.
They said the hills have eyes.
You don't want to be in a battle.
Exactly.
Actually, let me show.
You don't have to want to be a battle rapper, but I feel like
That's not what I was gonna say.
What were you gonna say?
What were you going to say?
I was gonna say, because you said if I got into a rap battle, I have so many hill double entendres and bars, and I'm like, nigga, if you got in a battle rap with me, you don't think I know that? You don't think I would beat you to that, bro?
Oh, that's what he's saying. He's saying
that's
the
what I'm
other
saying.
person.
I would keep it quiet because I know that the second I even hint at it, every nigga has 50 bars lined up, and I'd be like, fuck. I walked in.
I don't want to battle rap with nobody because I'm going to hell. And when people hear it, when people hear it, all my friends gonna lose respect for me.
That's fine as long as you win.
I wouldn't mind going to a rap battle with someone that I respect as a rapper. Because I know for a fact, even if the other person takes it to hell, once you take it there, I'm going to just be there with you, but I'm going to rap better than you.
Drake's
That's fair.
Drake's battle with Push taught me that we have a whole different audience. You can't take it to hell anymore. Taking it to hell doesn't win anymore.
It won for Drake.
It won for Push.
Yeah.
It won for Kendrick.
It won for Push technically, but people were like, but that was wrong.
No, it wasn't that it was wrong. It was just I feel like he let it go too early. Because I wanted to see the actual battle play out. And he just put the trump card out there. It was just
I feel like in Push's brain, I feel like, because when if you listen to that shit, he's like, it's gonna be he was like, let's have fun this summer. It's gonna be a surgical summer. I have more in me. But I feel like to Push, that was the beginning. That's the crazy part. I feel like that wasn't his trump card.
I'm gonna say this, and this will sound like I obviously don't like Drake, and I don't. Mm-hmm. Drake to me is an idiot strictly off the strength of you are not to quote Push, but you are hiding a child. If he was like, oh, you fuck with strippers, or oh, you fuck with ugly hoes, or oh, any of those things, I might be Drake and walk out there with my chest out. If I know I have a fucking kid with a prostitute,
takeaway.
No, but what I'm saying is Drake overestimates himself significantly because he'll be like, oh, I have spinach in my teeth, but I'm gonna go talk to this nigga and smile on national television and no one will say anything.
It might not have been your main takeaway, but for the general public, that is
he doesn't get. He thinks he's
bar
untouchable.
That set the line, and to give Drake a little just to cape for him a little bit. He was planning on having a whole rollout for his kid. That was part of the story of Added On,
right? Because
it was an Adidas rollout, which ended up killing the Adidas deal.
The thing I do with all rappers and all rap,
I agree with that.
With all celebrity behavior is, I go, if I knew him, if that was EJ, if that was a nigga that we know type shit, how would I feel about it? Let me find the fuck out that any of y'all have a kid with a prostitute. You wouldn't come around me and talk crazy.
I'm so glad you said that.
You wouldn't come around me and talk crazy.
May I please interject? I'm sorry, EJ. I know you want to get back on track. People always say Push only won that battle because he brought up the fact that he had a kid, which is the bombshell. To me, I didn't even when I first heard it, I didn't even care about that. I'm from the ghetto. You know how many times niggas be hiding kids, or I hear about niggas hiding kids? That's not even a big deal to me.
But it's not, James. It's not just hiding a kid.
No. Let me finish, because I think we're on the same level. I think who he had a kid with.
Yes.
I think how he went about having a kid. You tried to roll your kid out with some fucking sweatsuits and some shoes. By the way, you prayed your dad around in his goofy ass suit.
Come on, man.
Your mom is finishing the last place. The bitch never got married. You're insecure about your
woman. Drake's mom did nothing. Drake's mom did nothing.
Drake's mom was innocent. Drake's mom was innocent.
Forget that you have a kid shit. Okay, cool. You have a kid. Let's remove that. Who you had a kid with? You're insecure about your blackness. Your mom is a Jew that never got married.
A Jew isn't a bad thing.
Sorry.
If you're a Jew,
it's not a bad thing at all. It's not a bad thing at all.
It's great.
It's not a bad thing at all.
It's just what you are.
Your dad is a corny nigga that you parade around in his goofy ass Steve Harvey suit, and he's corny as shit. And your homeboy has a terminal illness. And then Drake went to, "You're wishing death on my friend."
Look,
no, I'm just laughing at the fact
Look,
this nigga's sick.
I know you got agenda, so I'll wrap it up with this. My coach in high school, he used to say this thing where he used to say, like, if a nigga was doing what Drake was doing, he'd say that's called playing under the rim. If you know you don't want to get dunked on, stay away from the rim.
Yes.
If you know you're Drake and you it's like if a nigga know his girl ain't that cute, his job kind of shitty, he live at home with his parents, he drive his older brother car when his older brother let him type shit. That's the nigga that don't need to start fights with nobody because it's like you know you're under the rim, nigga. You know you can get dunked on. That's my only beef with niggas because I look at it. I don't look at it as he's Drake the billionaire. I look at it as that's a nigga I went to high school, college, whatever with. If a nigga I went to high school, college, whatever with was talking crazy to everybody and it's like, nigga, ain't your girl a prostitute? Ain't your daddy kind of on some weird shit?
I do have to move on. I know this is such a enduring topic for people about beef from 8 years ago, but
damn,
we are on. Did Trump do that? So I do want to
pivot. My bad.
So we do have one other. We do have one other. Did Trump do that? So back in 2019, Trump during Trump's first term, he sent out a Navy SEAL Team 6 over to North Korea. It was a couple days before he had a summit.
Let me get this.
It was a couple days before he had a summit with Kim Jong-un. And essentially...
What year was this? I'm sorry.
2019,
okay.
2019.
Right before COVID.
Okay.
And so what they wanted to do, what he wanted SEAL Team 6 to do is plant listening devices over in North Korea. While they were infiltrating North Korea, they see a boat. And in this boat, there's people in it, diving into the water, come back out. They're not sure who these people are. But to make sure that their mission is not found out, they decide to open fire on the boat. They killed, I think it was 3 people that they killed.
North Korea.
In North Korea.
They seen a suspicious boat and they shot at it.
Not suspicious, a boat, because nothing can be suspicious if you're infiltrating that country, right? So they just see a boat.
But
they see a boat that they deem as suspicious.
They see a boat that might deem them as suspicious.
Here's my thing on it, and this is where I test niggas' American cards.
Oh, okay.
Oh, let me finish it.
Go ahead.
So they roll up on the boat. They realize, there's no guns on here. Like, this is not military personnel. This is civilians. So they go, they take the bodies, they dump the bodies. Then, without finishing their mission,
they being the U.S.
The U.S. Navy SEAL Team 6. Without finishing their mission, they retreat back out and go back home. Trump never tells anyone in Congress that this happened. And very soon after, there is tense talks with North Korea in regards to nuclear weapons and possible war. And no one knows why until now.
Here's my background.
You're not alluding to it has to do with that boat shootout, right?
No,
we're gonna get a nuclear war because niggas got shot at a boat.
I'm gonna make it make sense for 90% of niggas who have never commanded the United States Army. I'm gonna make it make super dumb.
I'm one of them niggas because I've never did that.
This is the equivalent of looking through or trying to look through your girl's phone and not being successful, and then just accusing her of cheating. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm not saying it's what I would do. What I am saying though is niggas be hating Trump for like funny reasons sometimes, because it's like if Obama did this same shit, it's fly, it's cool, it's hard, it's whatever. Here's the reason I say it testing niggas' American cards. What Trump did is what America is. If you claim to love this country, you have to love some of the shit Trump do, because Trump is as American as they come. I think American is a bad thing in general, whatever, blah, blah, blah. We can talk about that later. But the nigga didn't do no shit that like Bush probably didn't do.
He didn't do anything off brand is what you're saying.
He's an American president.
So this is where the issue comes in, right? I believe if you're a president, you're going to be a war criminal, right?
Yes.
It just comes with the territory.
All presidents are war criminals.
All presidents are war
people
criminals.
say that.
Like,
thank you.
Like, there's no way around it. You're going to end up being a war criminal. However, the fact that you're killing civilians and then keeping it under wraps, I do think is an issue. Like, we never had to like guess about whether or not Obama was like shooting randoms, right?
Obama had them drones running around like he was Iron Man.
Yeah. But we all knew about it.
But I think
it wasn't kept secret. So I think there's 2 things like where it's like, hey, there's one thing about where like, oh, you have the power to do this. This does make you a war criminal, but at the end of the day, there's nothing we can do about it. Versus, hey, you're trying to circumvent something that is now becoming illegal because you're trying to keep it under wraps with a country that we have a lot of tension with.
I think what Trump did is the same shit that Obama would have done, is the same shit that Bush would have done. I think we don't like Trump, so we don't like it now. But I think, like, if you ever want to get disgusted with America as a country, look into the number. Obama was putting up Call of Duty numbers with them drones.
Wait.
And we thought it was cool because we fucked with Obama.
No one thought it was cool, by the way.
Niggas didn't talk about it.
They talk about it all the time when they talk about Obama.
I don't think
that's the first thing. That's the first pushback you get.
I get what Mike was saying.
Niggas look back at Obama fondly. Niggas go, oh, that was our president. Like, niggas post on Twitter, oh, I miss when our president used to, all that shit. Oh, I think if you are a president, you are essentially saying, I'm going to do all the dirty shit so that niggas can watch their Love Island, so that niggas can buy their iPhone, so that niggas can go to Starbucks. I'm going to do all the dirty shit that keeps that clean.
I think if you talk to anybody politically versed, that there is a lot of pushback in regards to Obama's presidency and what he was doing overseas.
Politically versed, yes. I don't think the majority of the country is politically versed. I think if you talk to smart niggas, you have different conversations than if you talk, like, the average American doesn't go to college. The average American makes, like, what is it, $40,000 a year? The average American don't give a fuck about none of that. They like Obama, they don't like Trump because Trump's bad, which is cool because I don't like Trump either. But I don't think Trump is doing this shit that's, like, horrific for the White House. I think the White House has always been involved with weird shit.
All right. All right. I know y'all having y'all discourse. If we're just talking about specifically what EJ read for us, I think that is normal, unfortunately, in any type of like major, like, you know, any type of major country, like especially when you're at war, you're carrying out an operation. Unfortunately, like,
it's imperialism.
The orange juice spills over and you make a mess. Sometimes you make a fucking mess. I'm not bashing Trump and saying he's a bad president for this specific thing. But I do think Trump is uniquely and exclusively terrible compared to other presidents, because I just, like, I don't have, like, I'm not like right now I kind of fell off, I ain't gonna lie, so I'm not like, I don't have all my talking and argument points like ready. But Trump, like, he lies the most out of every fucking president in the world, I'm sorry, that we've ever had, according to Politico and shit like that. Fuck that nigga. Like, we know. I don't know what I can say about Trump that hasn't been said.
Did y'all see the thing with Mark Zuckerberg where?
Yeah, with the money.
Yeah, because this was a big point for me. Like, I think, like, originally when Trump first got the second term, inside the group chat we were going back and forth. I think Kenzie was like, "Oh, look at all these people like committing this money like to America." I'm just like, yo, first off, the ones overseas that been committed, those aren't new deals. Those tech companies, we might never see that money. And that, honestly, what Mark Zuckerberg did kind of like
Emphasized it for sure. It
kind of affirmed it for me, where I was just like, essentially a reporter asked Mark Zuckerberg, like, oh, how much money are you planning to commit to the U.S.? And he says, oh, $600 million over the next.
And he kind of stuttered with it a little bit.
Yeah, over the next 10 years. After, like, the press conference is over, the hot mic is still on. Mark Zuckerberg does not know. He looks over at Trump. He goes, yeah, I didn't know what number you wanted me to go with. And Trump was like, yeah, I saw you nervous looking at me. These niggas, this is all fake. It's fake, bro.
But that's
I think there's a spectrum of war crimes too. I'm not tripping about blowing up a boat. Like, I'm tripping about that. Rest in peace to those people who lost their lives, who had nothing to do with nothing. But there's a difference between blowing up a boat with 3 civilians and like Hiroshima.
But
you know what I mean?
I think both are like warrable offenses. Like, if Russia did that to us, we'd be at war tomorrow.
You're not wrong. I agree.
Yes. If Russia tried to sneak into the United States to plant listening devices and kill 3 civilians, dump the bodies,
You're probably right.
and then went back home, we would be at war tomorrow.
Maybe not Russia, because Trump and Russia have like a weird relationship. But like, if insert country that's not America did this, then I agree. My only thing is, and I'm not caping for Trump because I don't like Trump. My thing is, I think some people sometimes people apply selective morality to shit, where they go, a person I didn't like did this, then I really care and it's really wrong and it should never happen. And then they go, a person I did like did this. Oh, well, there's all these reasons why it's not that big of a deal. And my thing with Trump is an older white man who is the son of a Klan member. Everything he does is on brand and on track. I think the only thing Trump is in this specific instance, not in general, specific instance, the only thing he's guilty of is he said the quiet part out loud. Because I think all presidents have done similar shit. I think we just don't hear about it as much because the media likes those other presidents enough to not make sure that it gets to our phones.
Well, may give Obama. I can't speak for myself. I give Obama grace for committing certain war crimes, just because there's redeemable qualities about Obama.
Yeah.
Like the Affordable Health Care Act, or
I don't give nobody grace over war crimes, but I can. I could say you did a bad thing while also you did some other good things. Like I don't think one excuses the other. I can be like, oh, this was really bad of you, but thank you for doing this. You know.
Like you fucked up, but you also did good.
Like if somebody crashed into my car, right, and then paid me cash for like all the damages, that doesn't mean I'm not mad about you crashing into my car.
Well, I'm not saying that.
I'm still mad about it, but thank you for doing the right thing.
Yeah.
But it's still fuck you.
I'm talking about when we look at your legacy as a president.
Yeah.
Like I there's very little to no redeemable qualities for Trump. Where I can like when I look at like the big picture and look at his like presidency, it's like this just adds on to like you're just all. At least Obama, like I can list out redeemable qualities with bro. That's the reason why I'm not like bashing Obama's brain in for committing a war crime, because I expect every president in the United States to commit a war crime.
Yeah.
That's the nature of the role. Even if you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was this episode of Did Trump Do That? And you know the answer is always
Hell fucking yeah.
That motherfucker did. Again, apologies for last week for not having one, but I thought
he was gonna die, but that could have been a topic.
That nigga's dead, bro.
Did Trump do that? Die? Yeah.
Trump's not really.
I was
so
disappointed when I seen that nigga smiling on
He's
camera.
dead. All right, I'm gonna save it for later. That nigga not here no more, bro. I promise you.
Well, let's get